Welcome to Just Ranked, your favorite music ranking show. You can turn us off now. Look at Tank.
Sorry.
No, hey, welcome to Just Ranked. If you didn't know, what we do is we take that week's musical topic and we rank our top four, or as in last week, our bottom four. This week's show is Pearl Jam, but first, all the stuff. Please go to justrankedpod.com. You can see all the links to all the good stuff, merch. We have merch as well. Check that out. Check out our, not only do we have the video podcast, but we also have the audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you get your favorite podcasts. But like I said, this week is Pearl Jam. And I just have a small little intro. Rising from the ashes from what was Mother Love Bone. Mm-hmm. With a tragic loss to singer Andrew Wood. The band Mookie Blaylock played their first show October 22nd, 1990, opening for Alice in Chains.
Nice.
Founding members, Eddie Vedder on lead vocals, Stone Gossard rhythm guitar, Mike McCready on lead guitar, Jeff Ament on bass, and Dave Cruson on drums. They changed the band's name. Why? Well, because Mookie Blaylock at the time was a professional basketball player, still playing. And the record company thought, well, you should probably change your name. And they did, to Pearl Jam. But they did keep Mookie Blaylock in their hearts on the album. They named the album 10 after his number 10. Contrary to rumors, he did not threaten to sue the band. It was something they did before he even knew they existed. Something obviously they needed to do. And they did just before they signed their contract. After the recording sessions for 10 were completed, drummer Cruson left Pearl Jam in May 1991 and checked himself into rehab. Matt Chamberlain then took over and replaced for him, which kind of began a revolving door of drummers for this band.
Just like that.
That they are just now experiencing now again, right?
Right.
Those other drummers being Dave Cruson, obviously Matt Chamberlain, Dave Abruzzi, Jack Irons, and Matt Cameron, of course, who just left. They have replaced Matt Cameron. They haven't said with who yet. Speculation was with Dave Cruson. He has said, no, it's not him. They've already replaced him, Cameron. So we don't know who their replacement drummer is right now. Their debut album 10 became one of the most defining albums in the 1990s and eventually sold over 20 million albums worldwide. Not bad for a debut.
Right.
The band famously battled Ticketmaster in the mid-90s over ticket fees and concert prices, lost and still battling that. Pearl Jam became known for allowing fans to record shows, and then later had, like I said before a couple of shows ago, brilliant idea of recording all their live shows and making them available cheaply, on not only on CD, but also on streaming or purchase for digitally. They're still doing that. Mm-hmm. They were inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017. Pearl Jam has performed more than 1,000 concerts during their career. Just real quick, we'll go through the stats. 12 studio albums, live albums, 23 live standalone albums, 46 singles. Official bootleg releases are over 300.
Wow.
Worldwide album sales, 100 million, depending on the source measurement period, but it's about 100 million and adding to that. U.S. album sales alone was 34 million plus. Billboard #1 albums 5. That's pretty freaking impressive for a rock band. We've talked about that before in previous shows. Best-selling album obviously was 10, and with 20 million worldwide sales, like we said before. Before we get started, gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting one. So, what is the samesies going to be?
Whew. This is tight. I'm safe. Going 2.
2 as well.
2.
I gotta do 3 then. If you guys are gonna do all 2, I'll do 3. I'm not afraid.
Good to know.
All right, Dink, get us started, brother.
What's me first? Fuck.
Well,
Okay.
hang on 1 second. I just want to comment. I just looked up something because there was with your intro. I'm sorry, I'm breaking from the norm here. You were talking about their album sales and their numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about they had, was it 12 albums and 23 official live albums and 300
bootleg shows, yeah.
Bootleg shows. I immediately thought of the Grateful Dead when you were saying that. So I just jumped on. You said it was 100 million, roughly 100 million albums sold.
Yep.
Grateful Dead has sold over 35 million albums worldwide.
Yep.
Worldwide, with more than 15.6 units moved, not counting their pirated albums.
Yep.
So Pearl Jam, I mean, when you think of Grateful Dead, you would think they would have millions and millions, hundreds of millions of albums sold. So I'm sorry that I was a tangent there, and I just wanted to talk about it.
No, that was it makes sense. It tracks because they were a live act, right? Kind of like Fish. I imagine if you look at Fish's album sold, isn't going to be great that big either.
Yeah.
But again, I think they're another band who provides a lot of their shows or bootlegs, to download or for CD. So,
but I mean, it was kind of relevant to what you were saying.
Yeah. I said this a long time ago, before even Pearl Jam was doing this. Bands should have been doing this a long time ago. It doesn't cost them anything extra to just do a quick mix. If you have a good live mixer, you can put that easily on CD. You don't have to do much work to it. It's done
right from the board. Yeah.
I got the Bruce Springsteen. This was available 3 weeks after they played Minneapolis. And that's on CD. It was already burned, packages, everything else. And you can obviously get it downloaded. So more bands should do more of that stuff, I think.
No, I agree.
All right, so think. Back to you, man. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. No, it made sense. I don't really have a disclaimer like I often do. Maybe a statement. I love this band. I didn't evolve as well with this band as some people did. I like their earlier stuff. But that's not to say I dislike their later stuff. I just don't give it as much time, and I think their sound changed a little bit.
Yep.
And my list has kind of been locked in for a long time, and I didn't move anything around. So this is my true top 4 by them.
Nice.
So it was an easy list to do for you.
It was an easy list to do. Yeah. It was
Me too.
Yeah.
It was the opposite for me.
Okay. Right. Yeah. And I know Chris. Joey. I'm not sure about you, but I know because I know Chris really well. Like we both listened to this band, right? So yeah. So even if I didn't have this list, it would have been easier because I'm very familiar, and I would have went right to their earlier part of their catalog anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that said, my number 4 is because I will say this: I like their rockin' songs and their softer songs in the early days. So my number 4 is one of their softer songs, and it is from Vitology, and it is Nothing Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's the emotional stripped down track, versus, like I said, a lot of their more rockin' songs. But they were starting to sway that way. Well, they had one on every album anyway, but their sound was starting to mellow a little bit. And, Vitology was between Versus and Vitology is the height of the Ticketmaster shit, right? So written primarily by Eddie Vedder. The story goes that he had the song before he joined the band and presented it to them, and they tweaked it and made it what it is, right? It's about regret, emotional distance, relationship falling apart because someone realizes late what they had. Fans often, and I saw this on one of the fan sites to confirm what I had read online, that fans often, there's a name for this trilogy of songs, and I'm going to name them. I'm sorry if you have one of them, that is Alive, Once, and Footsteps, that all kind of revolve around the same character. So this song doesn't have that same character, but it's always lumped in with those songs because of its softer side and because of its style versus those songs, as opposed to some of their other ballads like Elderly Woman in Black and the main ones. I can name them. Like if you have them, you have them. That's that. But yeah. So that's pretty much. I have some Vitology notes that like the peak of their mania. Right, I said the Ticketmaster stuff. But that's really all I have. I love this song. I want to get into the lyrics before finger.
I realized. Go ahead.
The famous line, "She once believed in every story you had to tell," is often quoted about this song, and back to Eddie. He said that it's one of the lyrics from their songs that is often said to him when people quote lyrics. I personally like this song a lot for the lyrics, and it got some consideration when we did our lyrics show. but that's not the lyric that stands out to me. For me, I personally love the lyric, "He who forgets will be destined to remember." And I've tried to personally live my life by that, by remembering shit, because
clearly,
and not to get into too much stuff, but because my mom had dementia, you know what I mean? And I know other people, their parents have dementia and stuff. My biggest fear is forgetting shit.
Yeah,
so
losing it up there, yeah.
Right. So he who forgets, and it's an important message in life anyway, that you should try to remember the major things, because he who forgets will be destined to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's all.
Yeah, my note was that trilogy is called the Mama San trilogy.
Mama San, right. I wasn't going to say it. I have it in my notes, but I knew that maybe nobody, because I looked. That is not, minus the definition of that word. That word is so associated with that trilogy within the Pearl Jam community. Yeah. None of the normal people that maybe even like Pearl Jam but don't dive deep would even know that. I didn't know that until I did the research. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, this is a good song. It's good stuff. You talked about the lyrics. I'm going to be controversial here. At some point, we're going to do a Nirvana episode. It's pretty obvious. Yeah. It's pretty obvious.
Who?
One of the things that drives me a little nuts about Nirvana fans is they think that, or they say, I'm not going to put words in their mouth. They say that, what's his face? Kurt is a lyrical genius. And I find that a bit absurd. I would say of the grunge, the Seattle bands, Eddie Vedder is clearly the lyrical genius of all of them, and that's my opinion.
I would say so too, and I would put Lane ahead of Kurt.
Well, and Dave Grohl famously said that after he talked about how fans would read so much into Kurt's lyrics, and he's like, a lot of times he was just singing stuff that rhymed. There's a lot of stuff. Some stuff obviously meant something or was part of an experience or a memory, but because a lot of it was just like, truck rhymes with fuck. I don't,
Right. It goes back to your whole Beatles thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing with Beatles. But I agree with Jimmy on this, because you can take any one of his lyrics, put them in just as a written form, and they're beautiful.
No music. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I agree.
I like the song, but it got a little overplayed for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens with their stuff, right? Like I have a couple of theirs that I still like, but and I won't name them because they're probably coming up.
Right.
I could do without that. Hearing that one, you know what I mean? It's the Crazy Train or the Sugar.
I don't think it's that for me. Like if it comes on, I will play it, but I don't think it was on my list. I know it wasn't on my list.
Right. All right, I will go to my number 3, and there is no erections. We're staying soft.
Says you.
It is a cover, but they released it before the original artist did it. It is Crazy Mary.
Oh, no, it's so soft.
Yeah. So I fucking I told you it's flaccid. I love this song.
Gotta say,
I love all these songs. But as we move up, they become stronger and stronger. Obviously, and that's I guess the way the fucking should go. Right. Jesus, thanks, Captain Obvious. I like 4 better than 1. What? Anyway, so it was from the Sweet Relief benefit for Victoria Williams. It's a Victoria Williams song. She had written it and demoed it. She had not released it, and they got a hold of. There's like a feather flying around for my fart.
Wonder how that got me in.
Yeah, how that happened.
I have no idea. Anyway, she had written this song and had it as a demo, and they got a hold for the benefit that I don't know if just them or everyone that did a song on that album got a hold of her whole collection, including her demos, which is kind of surprising when I thought about it. I guess she didn't care at that point, but why would you give someone your demos? And then she released it a year later. And hers wasn't nearly as famous as theirs was.
Yeah.
But
I can explain that.
came out in '93 on the Sweet Relief, like I said, Sweet Relief benefit for Victoria Williams. She released it in '94 on the Loose album. She was
They could
diagnosed
make
with
more money for the charity, right? If it was
right,
bigger
yeah,
names.
totally,
Right?
totally.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. Absolutely good point. She was diagnosed with MS, and that's why they did the whole thing for her, right?
That's cool.
There's just something about the song. I like the lyrics of the song, and they can't give them to Eddie because they're her lyrics. But just the way those guys do this song, so good. The haunting violin fiddle is played by Boom Gasper, and it's often credited to Tim Reynolds from the Dave Matthews Band, and that's incorrect. Because I was like, when I first found that, I was like, oh, Tim Reynolds. Because I remember Katie was a big Dave Matthews fan. I think Jimmy, you were for 10 minutes based on what you said before. And she had one of his live albums. It was Tim Reynolds, and his guitar playing was amazing, right? So I was like, oh, he plays the fucking violin and the fiddle and plays it all. I'm like, right on. And I'm like, oh, no, it wasn't him. But so many people think it was him. But anyway, that's kind of all I had on the song. It didn't chart. It wasn't a massive radio hit. Became a cult classic. And like I said, was bigger than her version, which is fine. I'm sure she's cool with that because she did some backup vocals on the actual song too. Right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know that.
Yeah.
She's near the end of the song when you hear a girl going, I'm not going to do it, but she's like doing it's her.
Yeah, one thing I can say, they're not a band that is fake in their generosity and their charity.
Right.
I think not only they do a ton as a band, but each one of the members do their own charities as well. So it's.
Didn't they buy a Zamboni for a small town in Minnesota for their arena? It's got Pearl Jam, like they had it all tricked out. Yeah.
Pearl Jam has sponsored a new Zamboni for the Two Harbors, which is just north of Duluth.
I've been there.
Association, affectionately named the Jamboni.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome.
Let's get the Pearl Jam logo on there. That's cool.
Well, I want to address something you said about, I don't know why she would give that demo. There's a clear-cut reason why she gave the demo, in my opinion, because that's the first I'm hearing of this story. If you had a demo that maybe might not have done anything ever or might have reached a small audience, you give it to Pearl Jam, and then you make your version, you're going to get double profits.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. When you look at it that way, totally. Yeah. You look at it my way. And
people that will buy yours or listen to yours, they will listen to it beforehand. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Because, I'd give anyone my demo if they could make me a dime.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's true, right? Now you get shit in your hands. All right.
James K. Dillon at netzero.com.
Net zero. I think it's still cool to have a net zero account than an AOL account. So, yeah.
That's gold. Buddy. Jimmy, you've got mail. All right. Number two, I will quote, I got to say it in the last episode, and I get to say it again. It is grandfathered or antiqued in. This is my basic bitch, but this is what made me fall in love with the band. This song has never left my side. It is overplayed. It is on every rock station. It is one of the main grunge songs. When people would make a list of 10, this would be on it. This is Even Flow.
Cheers.
Oh,
I'm out. Fuck.
Get some tea.
Yeah. Fuck. How do you not love this song? It's so good, right? Obviously, fucking 10. It's about. I try not to steal your notes about homelessness and mental health, right? The opening line: "Freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of concrete." Clearly about homelessness. There's just something about this song, because this is the kind of song like Crazy Train and Shook Me All Night Long and Enter Sandman that I usually would be like, all right, and we're done with fucking Even Flow.
Yeah.
But I'm not done with even flow. I quote it every time I'm in heavy traffic. I'm like, what's with the fucking even flow here? Like, come on, can I pull out? And I'm in the car pulling out, not the pulling out you're thinking of.
You're so lazy.
I'm lazy.
Fucking lazy.
I hope your couch pulls out because I don't.
I wonder why our demographic is what it is.
And getting narrower.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit. I got a bunch of shit on here. I'll save it for you, Joe. And I'll read along and see if we had any crossover. But like I said, as far as the signature stuff, that signature riff, and I got this from the internet, and I totally agree because I would have said that anyway, and I just did. It's the entire grunge movement alongside with Smells Like Teen Spirit, Man in the Box, and Black Hole Sun, and Even Flow are the 4 big ones that most people reference when you say grunge. And I'm like, Black Hole Sun or Outshine maybe. Like Black Hole Sun was the only one I was like, I guess.
Now it came later, I think, a little bit. I mean,
but Smells Like Teen Spirit, Man in the Box, and we all know from our Alice in Chains episode that I missed Man in the Box at the time. But now when you think of that movement, how do you not think of Smells Like Teen Spirit, Man in the Box, and Even Flow?
Yeah. That's the holy trilogy there, trilogy.
Right.
There. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to say all this other mumbo fucking jumbo. I had some stuff on McCree's guitar solo, but I'll leave that to the guitar player, and some stuff on the fucking Dave Ambrosi's, the drumming stuff. Versus when the switch happened in drummers. I'll leave that to the drummers, so you guys can say what you need to say.
Well, one comment is I was late to the party because I was butthurt about glam metal. So, I mean, I can admit that. I'm man enough to say that.
That's cool.
At the time, I used to call this the chicken sign. But now I've come to actually like that guitar line. And Dave is actually kind of unheralded because he does some really cool shit. Yeah, he's got some great chops. I looked past it because of my idiocy and my butt hurt. Again, I'm man enough to admit that now, 30 years later. Again, Eddie Vedder's lyrics in this are stellar.
Yeah.
They really are. And to me, he's the shining point of Pearl Jam, honestly, because they've had an open door policy for drummers. But I do think that the Dave is definitely one of the standout. He had his own technique, he had his own chops, and they were solid. He played past the song but kept it within bounds. So
I agree with that.
That's my comment on that.
Yeah.
And this is the first Dave, right?
Yeah,
because this is Crumson that plays on the album.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was Dave.
Yeah.
No, he gets all the credit because Crumson left right after they recorded the album, and then he toured with them and did the Unplugged with them and did verses and might have done Vitology until I think they kicked him to the curb or they're but he gets all the credit. But the other guy was the first guy. The first Dave was the guy that actually did the recording.
Well, first Dave has some great chops and that's some cool stuff. So
yeah, and maybe that's why they want to bring him back, like Joe had said.
No, that's what fans thought. But Dave Cruz, he did say he's not the drummer. So because he played.
He said that he tweeted out or something that they've already replaced. They already have a new drummer.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And Brucey's has got a big online presence of kind of moaning for you.
He's their Dave Mustaine. He is. He's been.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Plus, if according to everybody in the band, he was insufferable. So I mean, and when you listen to him talk, I'm like, yeah, I could see
it.
That.
Kind of is, right? Like,
there's always one in the group.
But then he would probably point at me and go, "You like all the early stuff? That's all fucking me." You know what I mean? Like, or portion of me.
Yeah.
So
that reminds me of a clip I saw. It was like, I think it was a comedian that was some.
Did we lose Chris?
We lost Chris.
Hey, did you freeze? Did I?
The comedian said,
David
he
Friesen.
said, "Hey, everybody's been really great. Everybody's been really nice, and it's been awesome to meet everybody." And he goes, James goes, "Have you met Lars yet?"
"Oh yes,
yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, just
fuck
wait."
no shit, right?
See, everyone thinks it's the singer. It's really the drummer.
It's the drummer.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off, Jinx."
That's great.
Fuck.
I will say this: the song was played 930 times live.
Holy crap!
And
Holy shit.
I don't know if you guys like did a deep dive on Pearl Jam's website. They have by far the best band artist website I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have some stats on their live stuff. on my
Every song has how many times they were played, where they were
Yeah.
played.
Where,
Oh, yeah.
last time it was played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff, man. And also the bootlegs too. They go, "Oh, you want this show? Go ahead and buy it."
Yeah, that's wild. eh?
For every song that I researched, I researched like 7 songs and I picked 4 out of that. But every time I would do it, go into researching, it would always come up pearljam.com.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it would give me more information than the other sources would
more
give.
than I need.
Totally.
More than I could use.
Right.
More than you can use.
Kind of
Way too much, right? Like fuck. I
like
don't need
that
all this.
Lincolnpedia that we had for
Yeah.
those part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whoever's running their website and their archives is amazing.
Their fans are unreal. Like they're one of that group, right? Of
Yeah.
they're rabid fans.
They're
Yeah.
rabid, right? They're
Well,
fanatic.
They're no squirrels.
Yeah, right. They eat onions raw. All right. Number 1, I also believe will be a samey. This song is, we're going back to Dink's top 20 of all time. We haven't mentioned in a while.
The final one?
Oh no, there's still a couple that haven't been mentioned.
Oh,
But
Alright.
this is number 20 on that
20.
list. So clearly my favorite Pearl Jam song if it's number 20 all time in all the songs.
I'm waiting.
And I always thought this song, I'm just going to drag it out then because you're waiting. I always thought this song should have been bigger. Like, should have been, and maybe it's good, it wasn't. It still was, but should have been a bigger hit, should have been more popular, should have been more well known. You don't hear it as much. And then last fucking night, by fate, I'm watching Game 7 of, and this will be a couple of weeks later by the time this releases, but last night I'm watching Game 7 of Montreal and Buffalo in the NHL playoffs. And this song, CBC is using this song as the backdrop for some of the footage they're playing. I was like, holy fuck. Isn't that funny? And I'm going to be talking about this song tomorrow. This song is Rearview Mirror from Versus.
Oh, yeah. Good
Same
song.
G.
I knew it. I knew it.
There's 2.
This song got wiped yesterday.
So good.
It's in my
So
top
good.
4 always.
Yeah. Like I said, number 20 for me all time. It's the peak of Pearl Jam for a lot of hardcore fans. Not emotional, but musically, lyrically, and dynamically awesome. The meaning of the song is about escape, obviously. Escaping an abusive relationship, toxic environment, manipulative person, or even escaping fame and control itself.
It's a big
I don't know. I just fucking love this song. I love the
with
way
you. Yeah.
I love the way the riff just goes throughout the song until it changes in 3/4 in, and then to the end, how it just drives out. A lot of Pearl Jam songs, like including a couple of mine, they're sad, they're conflicted, they're unresolved, and this one is victorious. This one is because it's about escape, right? It's not I'm broken, it's I got out, and I kind of like that too. That whole message. And like I said, that ending of that song, just the way it carries on, it doesn't just sound like an escape. It feels like an escape.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, this song has always stuck with me. The first time I heard Versus, and I bought it the day it came out. I was living in Peterborough going to college, and I was like, oh, I'm getting that because I'd fallen in love with 10. I'm getting Versus. I got same with Vitology, got it as soon as it came out. Yeah, just so good. It's the standout track for me, and that album's pretty good front to back. So that's it.
I love Eddie's voice in this song.
Oh.
I just
Yeah.
fucking Yeah, so it's on my list too. I don't have a lot. I have probably less than what you have, but I don't know. The one thing I saw was we were talking about the drummer Dave Bruzia.
Bruisies or Bruisias, yeah.
Sorry. It
Iglesias?
said I saw on the Pearl Jam site when they said when he was done recording, because he had such a hard time getting it done that he, in celebration or exasperation, he threw the drumsticks across the room and they smashed against the wall. And they said you can hear it in the original recording.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
And that was on the Pearl Jam fan site that we were just talking about. I saw
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, it's
That's
a great
cool.
track.
It's a great track. It's just
Great song.
yeah. If for me, as a ballad guy and who likes all kinds of different music, this song is just so in my wheelhouse for tempo and the guitar, and because I loved that band back then, like you said, I love his voice. His voice sounds so fucking cool in this song.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'll probably reference this too when it's my turn, but it's like I will say their first two albums. I like Vitalogy, but their first two albums are
Oh, the first two.
perfect.
Yeah,
Fucking perfect.
absolutely.
Not a
Versus
bad
is
note,
good.
not a
I think
bad
Versus
song.
is a little underrated, to tell you the truth.
Versus is a little underrated. 10 gets all the credit, right? Like, yeah.
But
And
those-
then it just was this like, okay, a couple misses on Vitalogy. Oh, a couple misses on No Code. Hey, where are we going with Yield here? Hey, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
For me,
I kind of
anyway.
like a couple of No Code wasn't bad. Then I kind of like after that. But
I just found No Code, and sorry if you guys have a song off it, because
No,
I do like a few of their songs a lot. There was so much Neil Young influence at that
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
it started to show a little bit. Their
There's a lot
softer
more-
songs became Neil-ish
there's a lot
songs,
more singer-songwriter
I-
stuff, which
I saw them in concert with Neil Young.
right?
Yeah.
I did a couple tours with them. Yeah. I mean, that's why I think, and I'm probably getting later on, not to give anything away, but that's why I love Dark Matter so much, because it kind of got back to.
It kind of got back.
It surprised me because when it came out, like, what? Ooh, this is because they're again like every other band, they're releasing one song or so every couple weeks, right? I was like, God damn, every song is fun. And that album kind of reminds me of their first two albums.
It's like you're inside my head. Because
I
with
can't.
bands that I used to like, and because Brother Kane just did the same thing, Damon released a couple songs, and I think I had one in our year end last year.
Yeah.
Like, release the fucking album, release the Hounds, release it. And when Pearl Jam did that, I was like, oh,
Let
this
the
is
dogs
fucking
out.
old school. This is good. Release it. And then when it came out, I was like, oh, okay, so it's good. It's all good. It's
Yeah.
very old school Pearl Jam, and you've gone back to your roots, right? So
Yep.
I total
I agree.
agreement. Not to reiterate in Jimmy Land what you said. But
It's all good.
anyway, that's my list. I'll pass it off to Chris. And we had one the same, so let's hear your other three. And I know one of them for sure, because I know your favorite song.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you can pick my number one because it's been my
Okay.
number one. since
And you've
I
probably
met you.
mentioned it in previous shows, but I already knew it before you even mentioned it in previous shows.
Probably.
It might be on a soundtrack.
My first two, there's not a lot of notes on, except for some of the stuff from the Pearl Jam fan site that we were talking about. But my number four wasn't even released as a single, and it's from 10, but it's a huge fan favorite with them, and it's Porch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
From 10, released August 27, 91, would never released as a single. However, it is third most played live song, 685 times in their live shows. I won't say what 1 and 2 are in case. Actually, one's already been said. Even Flow is number one.
Right.
955. So the song is very much off to interpretation as Eddie Vedder intended, but it appears about a relationship of some kind that's at a breaking point. It became associated with the pro-choice moment when during the MTV Unplugged concert, Eddie wrote pro-choice on his arm during the performance of the
Right.
song.
Yep.
Yeah, classic.
It's also the song that I had kind of forgot about this video clip, but I saw it when I was doing the research. It's the song where there's a long instrumental break in the middle. And remember, there's a famous video of him in concert. I don't know if it was on a festival somewhere where he climbed up onto the rigging and then like looked like he was having a hard time figuring out how to get down. It's also the song from that.
Fucking swinging.
Yeah, right. So it said like he did this a lot, jumping into the crowd and stuff during that song. I fucking love his voice again in the song. I think we talked about drumming, guitars, but like Jimmy said, I think Eddie fucking steals the show with his voice and performance in this song.
Yeah.
That's my number 4, Porch.
Nice.
Great pick. And you're right. He does. And that's a shame in one way because those guys are incredible too. Right?
Yeah.
Like Jeff Adlon is an incredible bassist, and both Stone and McCready are wicked. So, and the revolving door behind the kit, but whatever. Those guys are great. And so all together they're fine, but it's fucking Eddie, really. Like, you know what I mean? And true fans, it's Eddie.
No.
Yeah.
But then it's also Eddie for me, why I started to, like, it just became like, oh, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
Eddie's getting a little boring. Like, Eddie's getting old. Start fucking swinging again.
Yeah, start getting pissed off. Yeah, I like to piss off Eddie.
Right. Hold my hand. Walk beside me.
There was another note I had for this song. It was when he was flying up to meet the band from San Diego. I think in the lyric show I picked one of their songs, and he had talked about writing that song on the way. This is another song that was written on that plane ride. So I don't know how many fucking songs he wrote on that plane ride, but unbelievable. Was it 3?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Maybe in my notes.
Three that he brought.
Shut up, then. Shutting up now. Shutting up.
3 without giving them away. 3 that were on that album.
I don't want to give anything away.
Okay, fair enough. Because like I said, Nothing Man, he also brought. So he had songs, right? I didn't see anything about Nothing Man that he wrote on any planes, but whatever.
My number 3 also was not released as a single. It's the 9th track off of 10, and it is Garden. I fucking love Garden. It's got a dark vibe. Yeah. Eddie's voice lends so well to it. And though it was written shortly after the Gulf War began, and the lyrics referencing a garden of stones representing a military cemetery. They were very anti-war, obviously.
Yeah.
Anti-George W. Bush.
Yep.
They came when they were he was hanging out with Chris Cornell and Stone Gossard in a pool hall, and they were watching George Bush on a TV talking about their invasion of Iraq and Kuwait.
Wow.
It is the 35th song they've played most often in live. It's not, 179 times. Still 179 times.
Right, but who's counting?
There wasn't a ton of because it wasn't a hit. There wasn't a ton, and I didn't really dive into too much of the Pearl Jam fan site, because when I did a little bit, they were all just kind of repeating what they felt about the song, and kind of the same thing that I felt. I love his voice. I love the rawness of it. There's a killer guitar solo in the middle that I fucking love. I like, and we've said it before, I just fucking love this song.
Oh yeah.
That's my number 3.
You mentioned that Porch and with Even Flow, just makes me want to listen to that fucking album. Just put it on and let it play.
So I said before this was easy for me to do. It was, and it wasn't. It was easy in the fact that I enjoyed fucking listening to all the music.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair enough.
I knew the songs that I really wanted to listen to pretty much. A couple of ones that I went out that I hadn't listened to in a while. But my top 2 were going to be my top 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep repeating the same thing about this, but I think it's just amazing. Again, you go on their song and you click on that song on their site. It gives you, in this case, 69 different shows that you can buy that has this song in it.
It's incredible, eh?
From 1991 to last year's tour in 2025. I think it's just amazing, smart. I'm
totally smart. Fanatics are buying that.
Yeah.
Shit, people are buying it.
Yeah.
Well, again, there's the Grateful Dead reference.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember going, Jimmy, I don't remember the old record store in Minneapolis, or Folk Joke Opus.
Yep.
But they had the famously, there was that Bob Dylan bootleg called The Best of the Bob Dylan Bootlegs. You know, he had so many bootlegs. You know, take that same thing and monetize it for yourself.
Right on.
Fans will buy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah, they will. We'll purchase that.
Sorry, Bob.
Sorry.
My number 2 is the same Z with Think Rearview Mirror.
Nice.
It was the 13th most played song live I got from the website, 493 times.
That's so impressive.
And apparently written about leaving his stepfather in the past because he hated that guy with the past.
Right.
Yeah, that's very, very evident. Yeah.
Yeah, so much so, right? Like, I forgot to add this in my segment, but it's a personal note on this song. So I saw Pearl Jam at Molson Park in Barrie in '98 and went with some friends in Kitchener. And like anytime you went to that place, and Chris, you know this, it's a bitch getting out of there, right? So that was the talk the whole way down and the whole way, like while we're there in the parking lot tailgating before the concert was on. Okay, when do you guys want to go? And I was like, oh, these fucking guys, when do we want to go? When it's fucking done. I'm seeing Pearl Jam finally in '98, right? And I'm like I want to see it all. So we're in the parking lot and they're playing Pink Floyd over loudspeakers. And then I hear Pearl Jam. And I'm like, let's go. I'm going. The band's on. Let's go. And it's still a pretty good walk. And they're like, no, it's Pink Floyd, man. And it was Brett and all his buddies, Chris. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm going, man. That's not fucking Floyd anymore. It's Pearl Jam's on. Let's go. We're missing it already. So we go. And we missed part of the first song as we're walking over. I can't even remember what they opened with. But it was good. It was a relatively good show. It wasn't a standout show but it was a standing show. There was a lot of fucking standing.
Yeah.
But anyway, then they're like, let's go. Like when they finished, and I'm like, oh, we're not staying for the encore, and they hadn't played Rearview Mirror. They were like, no, we want to go. We want to beat the traffic. And I kind of got that, but I was like, And we start walking back to the car, and I was like, for fuck's sakes.
Right?
That's what you get.
The one fucking song I wanted to hear most, we're hearing on the way to the fucking car. We did get out of there quick, so that was good, but whatever.
Yeah, that was a bitch to get out of, though. Like, if you got back, you might as well just set up shop and wait for everybody to leave.
You might as well tailgate again, right? Because you're going to be hours getting out of there. Right?
Yeah.
Which I had done at many a show. Just
any of those festivals or those big parks, that's just chaos, right?
You can't be in a hurry. No.
Yeah, right. But yeah, anyway, I forgot to add that personal note because it does stand out and it's still a piss off, but you can't. What are you going to do, right? Fuck. Number one.
So do you want to say my number one?
I think your number one is State of Love and Trust.
You're right. It is State of Love and Trust.
nice.
Yeah. It has
I know you've
always
always
been
loved this song.
Always loved this song. Written by Eddie Vedder and Mike McCready, bassist Jeff Emmett. It was released June 30th, 92. First appeared on the soundtrack for the singles, which we've all talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, Pearl Jam's 2004 Greatest Hits album named Rearview Mirror. It was one of the first songs recorded with drummer Dave Abruzzi. It was also recorded at the same session as Breathe and Even Flow. All three songs were recorded in the same recording session. So the song was originally recorded during session for Pearl Jam's debut album 10, featuring the band's original drummer Dave Cruzan. That version is included as a bonus track on the 2009 reissue of 10.
Oh, wow.
And Pearl Jam bassist Jeff Emmett had told Billboard magazine that he feels the original played is vastly superior to the one on singles. And he added, I don't think I fully appreciated Cruzan, what he brought to the band until that point. He really plays that song in the spirit that it was written. And he says it was much trashier, much Crazy Horse feel like it. And Neil Young and Crazy Horse.
Neil Young again, right?
And I have it as the 15th most played live song, 415 times.
Right.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
And it's number
that's my number one.
It's number
What's
5
that?
for me. It's number 5 for me. And I don't know if it's always sat there since I've known you because I never want to move it up because it's yours.
Right.
It's fucking weird, right? That's your favorite.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
And the unplugged version is fucking good too.
Oh my god, it is so good.
Their MTV Unplugged is underrated as far as the collection of MTV Unplugged.
I agree.
Really good. And we talked about it. We loved this band. Like, you remember the apartment we lived in? There was a giant poster in the fucking living room of Pearl Jam live and like unbelievable.
Yeah, it was such a time capsule, right? They are. And that's probably the musically, and that nostalgia or memories is also why I love that early stuff. Because it was those first, the year before I met you, or maybe 2 years before I met you, then the year I met you, and then the year after. It's like a 4-year period of just like, fuck, Pearl Jam, man. Fuck.
I could be misremembering this, but I remember one of our first conversations being, you were like, hey, I hear you like Pearl Jam. Like something to that effect, right? Like,
Probably. Right.
I'm just impressed you guys remember. I don't remember conversations. I mean, what the fuck? From 1993. Or
I remember the sober ones.
Yeah, sober.
There were few and far between at that point.
Sober ones.
Everything else is a gray area.
Yeah.
At that point, they were few and far between. Once you got older and got married and stuff, there's a little bit more that I remember.
Yeah,
it was closer. Also, more times that we were
back
sober.
then. It was like sober, and then later on in the day, stuff going off the 9th floor balcony.
Right.
And then drink yourself sober the next day.
Yeah,
right.
I don't have Spotify numbers, but again, impressive. This song is on 204 live albums you can download or buy.
Wow.
That's fucking nuts. Like
204.
And there's someone out there.
So
it has
we
every
can
one
do a
of them.
list on your favorite live version of State of Love and Trust. And I wouldn't be able to listen to the entire fucking list.
Oh, dude.
Right. By that time, you're like, I gotta move this song down. And fucking
this is no longer my number fucking one.
I'm not the crazy
Holy
Prince fan,
shit.
believe it or not. There's people out there crazier than me, but I do have different versions of different shows from different years of songs that I do like. So I can totally see the crazy Pearl Jam fan who's got all 300 plus bootleg copies,
Yeah, and I wouldn't say they're as crazy as Prince people, but they have their
Prince people are fucking crazy. They're nuts.
Did you hear Jimmy say, I'm not the crazy Prince fan? And Jimmy goes, No, like you are.
No, they're militants.
No, I'm not the crazy.
I'm glad somebody heard that.
What?
All
Fuck.
right,
Well,
that's my list.
Do you remember
Sorry,
the
I was just
opening?
going to pass it off to you, Jimmy. So go ahead.
It's all you, brother.
It's all you, Jimmy. I was going to pass it off to you anyway. Sorry.
That's all right. All right. Well, okay. My dink disclaimer / statement is I was late to the party. I fought grunge tooth and nail. Oh, grrr, I'm so upset. And as I, threw my hair back in defiance. No, you know what? It took me a while. I mean, not super long. The second album grabbed me really hard and like, oh, I got it. And I bought the CD and I just fucking really loved that second album a lot. I mean, like I went crazy for it. But then they kind of fell off because of the whole Neil Young thing that you were talking about. And then even shortly after that, they kind of, for me, my opinion, they kind of lost their edge. And I kind of liked the Angry Pearl Jam, and I went back and I loved 10. But it still was really hard for me to go all in on them. So I'll probably never be all in. I really, really appreciate a lot of their music. Like, there's some exceptional shit there. But I would say out of everything, it's the lyrics that grab me the most. And I like the dark, chewy center of a lot of their lyrics. And I like that there's a mystique to it in one of their one of my picks. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I enjoyed doing this list a little more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was gonna be like, okay, I probably could pick 4 Pearl Jam songs, but I really kind of got into this. And so there was a lot of new music to me, and I love new music. So I really appreciated that. Dink, I think you brought this up to do this. So I really appreciated that you brought this to my table. So here is my list, and I'm going to start with my 5th song, and that is Rearview Mirror, because it got moved just yesterday. Nice. I replaced it with my number 4, and it is Once. I really like the Zeppelin feel to this song. I mean, it immediately starts off with the Zeppelin feel, and it just that opener. One of the things that I found out that it was originally an instrumental, and then Eddie Vedder said, "Hey, I'm going to throw some lyrics to this." Stone Gossard demoed 5 songs, and somehow it made its way to Eddie Vedder, and he was a big surfer at the time, and he was down in California, and he would listen to this before he would go out surfing, and then one day he was surfing, and he wrote the lyrics to this song, and he wasn't even in the band. I thought that was pretty cool, just to really vibe with something. You don't even know the artist. You hear a song and you're like, oh, this connects with me. I have some lyrics for it.
That's awesome.
He ended up recording 3 of the 5 songs with his own lyrics and sending it to them. And then when they got it, they're like, wow, this is impressive. Why don't you come up here and sing them with us? And then eventually he got invited to be the singer of their band because of that 5-song Stone Gossard demo that he put out there. So I thought that was really cool history. That's a really cool story. Once hearing that made me really like the song even more because there's cool history. And we talked about the Mama San trilogy. Mama San trilogy is Alive, Once, and Footsteps. The 3 songs that combine the story of a man's descent into madness and becoming a serial killer. So all 3 of those songs make up a bigger story, and I like that concept a lot. There's a few bands out there that do those kind of things, Iron Maiden being one of them. But it's really kind of cool that somebody could really take this and turn it into a work of art like that. So I'm sorry I mentioned Iron Maiden, Joe, but that's Once is my number 4.
Yeah, great.
That's awesome. Love this song.
Yeah, like I said, this album is perfect. You could pick any song on this album. I agree with you. Yeah, and like you said, Mike McCready, especially in those first 2 albums, a lot of Zeppelin influence, a lot of Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, right?
Yeah.
Stevie Ray, like you know
Stevie Ray, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So all right, well I'll move on. Number 3. Now I'm going to kind of pull a Joe on this here. The next 3 songs are from one album.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The second album, Verses, like I said, I fell in love with. I had a roommate, Forrest. We didn't see eye to eye, and we stopped being roommates.
What's Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Gump. It was Forrest Gump.
Well, his name is Forrest Hunter Johnston. And
no, when you said eye to eye, I thought about Forrest Whitaker.
I didn't think about that. Nice one.
Which one are you looking at me? But he introduced this album because he played it a lot, and I was like, what's that? Oh, that's kind of cool. And it
play it again for us.
Via circumstance, I became a big fan of this album, and I love this album. The third, second, and first song on my list all could be number 1. I love all 3 of them equally.
Nice.
The third song really struck a chord with me. It's a slow song. It's Indifference.
So good.
I love this song. Just that boom, 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 boom.
And the lyrics, man. The lyrics.
Yes. His voice, it's haunting. And he's a great storyteller.
Very good.
If you really listen to a lot of the songs, he's telling a story. It's not just fucking jargonistic bullshit. I'm in a tree. I have to pee kind of stuff, the Nirvana kind of thing. And that's what I was talking about earlier. And I think that's the thing that really put me off of Nirvana is the lyrics, the song styling didn't do it for me. But Eddie Vedder's storytelling is second to none. It's amazing. He's a great storyteller, a great lyricist. That's not taken away from the band because the band is pretty phenomenal. It took a while to get through my egocentric brain to really absorb something outside of that other silo that I was so embedded in. But this song, talk about the whole time. Sorry. When he talks about, oh, I'll light a candle, it hit me. It's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So cool.
So good.
Chris was talking about the PearlJam.com. I have one note. It was first played June 16th, 1993, and the last time it was played was May 16th, 2025. So I thought that was a cool thing that they put on their website. It's a really great website. You can get a wealth of knowledge from that. You can get all the lyrics. You can get when they were recorded, where they were recorded. So it was really, really cool form of research for me. Eddie describes the song as a personal challenge to keep moving forward, a vow to continue to do the right thing, even though it seems futile. And that struck a chord in me. And those are my notes. I love this song, and I'm always gonna love this song. It's fucking gorgeous.
We've mentioned a couple different times, but when you read his lyrics, he's the one lyricist / singer that doesn't phone it in a song.
No,
has an exact idea of what he wants to talk about, the message he wants to convey.
Yeah.
When you read all the lyrics I've had in the last few weeks, that literally almost everyone else I listen to sounds like a fucking idiot.
Right.
It's just
right.
I mean, and to do that on a continual basis as long as he has now. And granted, like some of the stuff I fell off because a lot of it was singer-songwriter, right? Stuff that was like,
yeah,
this is no melody. But the story and the lyrics never, ever, ever suffered.
And he can convey an emotion.
Yeah. That's
quite well.
Yes.
Better than most.
Yes.
Back then, anyway.
Well, I mean, I didn't go a lot further. Obviously, the last 3 songs are from the second album.
Yeah. No, I found it for me, and I think I was reiterating what I said earlier. I found it became a little mundane, and maybe it was him, a little just kind of monotone and the same. Yep. And what some people didn't like about the early stuff, the way he sang, I fucking loved.
So do I.
I loved the way he conveyed those lyrics and the emotion. But then it became that kind of disappeared for me. Yep.
Well,
I don't like this as much as that other stuff was like so. Like
it's one of those things, man. Well, that's the word I was going to use. The thing is, when you become super popular and super rich, you don't have those hardships anymore to rely on. You can go off memories like a lot of his stuff is, right? But you don't have that raw feeling about it anymore because things are easier now, right?
Right.
I mean, it's hard to sing about depravity when you're on a leather couch smoking an Italian cigar, having cognac, and having 4 Afghan hounds around you.
Yes.
Smothered in shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, so I think they all start for that.
Smothered in
underwear.
Underwear.
Just called cognac? Not from Coney Island.
It's a cognac bear.
Coney fries?
Smothered in poutine. What were you going to say, Joe?
I said it's cognac bear, but nothing now.
It's cognac. That was the part 2. It was great. Cognac bear. Anyway, great pick, man. Fucking great pick. It's number 6. That's why I held up the 6. It's right after State of Love and Trust. It's right there on my list. I actually wanted to move it and replace Nothing Man with this, but I was like, these 4 are fucking in. It's so good. I love it. I fucking love this song. It's actually, I probably play it next to Rearview Mirror. I probably play Indifference more than Even Flow. Yeah. Because of the overplay. I'm like, oh, this didn't get overplayed. You never hear this anywhere. If I'm going to listen to Pearl Jam, I'll listen to Rearview Mirror first, always, and then I'll listen to Indifference. It's almost second. So maybe it should have been number 2, but good, great fucking pick.
A little bit of irony is I don't search out Pearl Jam very often. I put this song number 3, but this is the one Pearl Jam song that I search out and that I try to find, especially, sometimes when you're in a sad mood, you want to be sad. And this is one of the first songs, this and Nutshell by Alice in Chains.
Agreed.
Those are the 2 songs that I search when I'm in a shit mood.
Yeah, I'm just putting this on.
I feel shitty about myself. I want to be in a pissy mood. I want to be sad, maybe shed a tear because I'm the emotional one of the 4 of us. So those are the 2 songs that I'm going to search out. So, but it's number 3. Weird irony. So
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to move forward to song number 2. When I want to be amped up,
Whoa.
I look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, 5 against 1. Oh, Joe, you know me.
Nice.
Animal off of Verses.
Yep.
It's number 5 on mine.
Nice.
That's so
Now,
good.
This is the first song.
Now I have to look.
That I heard off of this album because my roommate again Forrest played this song, but he played it at 11. And there was just some that kind of feeling to it, and it was like, oh shit, this is Pearl Jam. I love this song. It was originally part of that 5-song demo that I mentioned earlier. And it contrasts human cruelty with the animal kingdom, how shitty and malicious humans are, but how natural animals are, and how he references I'd rather be an animal. I'd rather be with the animals than a human, there's just something to that. And again, he's conveying a story. He's doing it really well, very colorfully, and just saying how shitty the human condition is. And how it's not going to change. The human condition is now an animalistic, shitty, by choice decision versus an animal this is a fight to survive. This is how an animal's going to be. And I have way more notes, but yeah, the drums in this are fucking stellar. I love the groove to it. It's amazing. Sorry, I cut myself off.
I do it too, man.
So number 2, Animal Versus, you guys.
Love this song so much.
Yeah.
Obviously, 5 on mine. It's from probably, if you asked me at a different time, it might be 4. I do love this song very much.
Yeah,
that's all I have. That's all. That's it.
I love it too.
I fucking love it.
Sadly, torture from you to me. I just looked. It's number 12. So that's kind of disappointing because I'll listen to it later and go, I probably should move this up because it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But the ones in front of it are also awesome too. So whatever.
Yeah,
they have 20 awesome songs. Fuck.
This is obviously on my list. There was 2 songs that was going to be on my list when I knew we were doing the show, and they are number 1 and number 2. You can probably guess what number this is. It's not 3 or 4.
It's 1 or 2. Whoa. We're a
What?
fucking trivia game now.
Please, if you will.
Right. The math is amazing on this show.
Chaska High School, motherfuckers.
The spoilers. Fuck.
I was told there'd be no math.
I'm gonna grab my calculator.
All right, hold on. I'm parched.
He's parched. Well, while you're parched, I'll sing a song.
All right, pretend it's the same
I
thing.
love little baby. No.
I love how he references onions in this song.
All right. So poetic.
Glad he didn't milk it down.
That is a good milking it down there.
Yeah, right. We antique this one up. All right, so number 4. Number 1, the rhythm section in this song grabs you right away, and it just fucking shakes you. And it's from Verses. Again, 3 or 4 of my songs were originally all 4 were from Verses.
Wow.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh,
That bass line, the beat, solid tempo. And the thing that I think is really cool, and I heard it the first time I heard the song, it's really subtle. It's about I think timestamps 56 seconds in. He just goes, fuck. And it's so fucking cool. You hear it, and you're like, wait, what? And the second verse, he goes, suck. So there's this the way that he puts his wordings, and he puts the emphasis on the different ways he says
his emphasis with this.
Syllable.
Hey, bro.
I I don't know. The song is a pure feeling song, so that's why it ended up number one. It's aggressive. There's a pure feeling, and I love the aggressive nature of it. Researching it, I found something really kind of interesting because the misinterpretations of the lyrics. Now, when I first heard it and I kind of broke it down a little bit, I thought it was about child abuse. And a lot of people out there say it's about child abuse. They also say it's about toxic relationships. Eddie Vedder says it's all about his old truck that keeps breaking down, and that is a reference from Kirk Cameron. Cameron Crowe.
Let me tell you about a banana.
Right? God says, Cameron Crowe's documentary in 2011, Pearl Jam 20. And that is a direct quote from Eddie Vedder. He had a truck he loved, and he kept breaking down, and he was getting pissed off. So he put some spin on some of those words, Kirk Cameron.
Mike, boner's at the door.
Oh, it's boner.
I can.
Jesus Christ. You can't say my mind there, the growing pains.
Once again, you can buy it on 189 different official bootlegs. So
Jesus fuck. Why would you want all those? Like, I guess if you're a fanatic, but fuck.
Whatever. You're here. You're just randomly scrolling. August 31st, 2003, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was there. If you were there, I get it. Or
yeah,
I don't know, like if it's a historic.
I mean, I can see from maybe year to year, but if they're playing Milwaukee the next day, it's like it's going to be the same show.
It's going to be exactly the same, right? Like you might not even get fuck or suck.
This is an honest reference question. This is not me picking on you, Joe.
Yeah.
So, as a Prince fan,
yeah,
and you love the deep dives and you love the live stuff.
Yep.
What draws you to getting 189 versions of something?
Well, okay, so
it's an honest question.
So the difference being is for sure Prince very seldom played the same song the same way from shows.
Correct.
I mean, so that'd be one thing because one song would literally sound completely different than the show he did the night beforehand. That was very evident. Sometimes they play a third version because they're playing at a secret club after they did the original show at some club in front of 200 people, right?
Or going to Paisley afterwards, yeah,
or whatever. And that's why, because at least Prince would change things up all the time, or he would change the show and to the band. They'd have 30 songs or 40 songs written out. He's like, oh no, we're gonna play just before the show. We're gonna play these 5 songs, or he'd change it in the middle of the show. So one show is never identical to the next, So. And just, I'm guessing with as much Pearl Jam live I've watched the last couple of weeks, a lot of it is the same kind of set. They might switch out a song here and there.
That was going to be my follow-up question.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next show they do an acoustic version of, whatever it may be, but that would be my appeal for Prince. For Pearl Jam, like I said, I could see maybe once a tour because things are going to change.
I'm totally with you on that. Not so much the Prince stuff because that's your thing, but yeah, a band. You would think, unless everybody knows about it because it is different, it's going to be the fucking exactly the same with a different kind of audio because it's in a different place, right?
Also, too, though, it might be one of those things that their fans just want every show, and so they just knew right away, hey, if we keep track of this stuff and release it, they're going to get a better version from us than they will on their own.
Yeah, that's true too, right?
So they might sell 100 copies of one show, but it's 100 copies of something they didn't get before.
Right. So you're saying incels with Cheeto fingers love Pearl Jam is what you're saying.
I'm not saying it at all because I don't think
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, they like Bob with the Ba.
Go back to last week. You'll get that reference. Okay, that is my list.
Great list.
Joe, let's hear your Pearl Jam.
As a non-Pearl Jam fan or deep fan, that's a pretty good list, man.
Yeah, it's a really good list.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was very interested because I know Jimmy wasn't big on the grunge.
No,
came out, so I was very interested to see what his picks were because Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, yes. Pearl Jam, not so much. I knew you like Verses, but I still wanted to see what your picks were, and they're very good.
So I showed you Verses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Right. It's the 1971 episode all over again.
It is.
I only have one. No, I have two samesies. So I guess there you go. I only have two songs you haven't heard yet. So, and they're my third and fourth songs. So number 4 is the newest song on this list. It is from 2024. It's Dark Matter. It is Wreckage, which is irony because I said I love it when Eddie's mad, but secret, my 3 and 4 are my slow songs. Wreckage again.
Good though, man.
It's so good, but it reminds me of Verses and 10. It really does. This whole album does.
Yeah.
The energy, even the energy in Wreckage, you can hear it. There's melody. That's one thing I will say. So there's a period with Bilateral and stuff like that where it's like, oh, there's a lot of great lyrics, but not a lot of melody. He's just kind of singing, or talking.
Sometimes his voice is
yeah, that's fine. But me, I'm a melody guy. I like melody. Wreckage has some great melody in it, great lyrics. Like I said, it feels from like the early couple albums era. It hit number 1 in Billboard mainstream rock and alternative charts. Who gives a shit about that stuff? Eddie said the song was a story about a damaged relationship. He also explained the original inspiration involved a political division in the United States and the idea of people being pulled apart.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That if you watched last week's show, you'll understand my wife's comment about this song.
Right.
It was written by veteran and producer Andrew Watt over the course of 2 sessions. The first was at his home. The second was later at Rick Rubin's Shangri-La studio. Watt grew up a Pearl Jam fan, a young Pearl Jam fan with 10 and Verses. So for him, it makes sense why when you listen to, and Jimmy, I know you didn't hit the newer stuff. If you like those first 2 albums, listen to 2024's Wreckage because it reminds me of those 2 albums. And now you know why, because the producer was a fan when he was a kid. And he purposely said, we're going to make this sound like hungry Pearl Jam.
Now, I mean, to respond to your statement, I actually listened to a metric fuck ton of Pearl Jam for this list. So I was trying to go past my what I thought it was going to be, but I just kept coming back to it.
My 3 are from the first 2 albums. So, I mean, I'm not pointing fingers or anything like that. Let's see what else. Stone Gossard said Andrew Watt pushed him to write a small acoustic part, and he wrote something he thought sounded like The Cure. So this song reminds Stone Gossard of The Cure. Which is interesting. If you haven't watched our Cure episode, go back and watch that one. Very good episode.
Great episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Stone Gossard first said when he first heard the song, it sounded like an Eddie solo song. He didn't immediately hear it as an album track, but after a while, it grew on him. So I think I don't know about you guys, but I heard a lot of Stone comments were like, he wasn't happy with the album. He wasn't happy with his take. There's a lot of, I think Stone Gossard's kind of a perfectionist in some ways. Yeah. That's what I got from him. My next, there's a couple, I forget what song it is, but where they recorded 70 different times because Stone Gossard didn't like the take. So anyhow, that's my number 4, Wreckage Wreckage from Dark Matter.
Yeah, great pick.
It's a good song. I know the song.
Number 3 is my other one that's not a samesy. And again, a slow song. But I've always loved this song for 2 different reasons. I love the song. And number 2, it really irked the fuck out of my bass player at the time. So the song is 1993, is off of Verses. It's Daughter. Again, the music is written by Gossard. Lyrics are by Eddie Vedder. It released December 20th, 1993. Commercially released to foreign markets 1993, but it wasn't released to the U.S. until June 27th, 1995. It's the second single from the band's second studio album. And it's actually, in sales-wise, it was the album's biggest hit. So the song was actually written originally as Brother. Don't call me brother. And they actually performed it live a couple of times as Brother before the album came out and before they recorded the album.
I think there was a line, "Police stop my brother" again. But then as soon as I switched it to Daughter, it became a whole nother story.
My story about my bass player. So when we would be on tour for 3-4 weeks at a time, and we'd get on each other's nerves pretty easily. We did everything together. We worked together. We were in a band together. We hung out together. We were always together. So you find different ways to know. Not, I loved him, but
his socks were getting away.
yeah, his socks getting away. But you could, know how it is when you're with your best buddy. The weirdest things annoy the fuck out of them or piss them off.
Yeah.
You're alone, restless.
I don't know what that's like at all.
Sorry. Fuck.
So I changed the song one time. We were on a fucking bus. He was pissed off at me, and I changed the song. Don't call me Jared, and I just make up fucking lyrics. But it just irked him why I called it "Don't Call Me Jared," and that's, I don't know. I have that memory. I always laugh at it because I love the song. It annoyed the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Just by saying the lyrics, "Don't call me Jared."
I fucking love lyrics. I love memories like that. I have something similar, and I wasn't even there, but I heard about it afterwards. Two buddies that Chris knows. One we've mentioned many times, our buddy Ian and Paulie, rest in peace, Ratchet. They made up for a period of time. They were saying, "Oh, doctor." So they made up, Paulie, I think it was Paul, made up, "Don't call me doctor." And a whole song that went with. So same kind of thing, right? And I love that shit, man. Jared, I'll sing Jared now and doctor and everything but.
Well, it's
that Van Halen song, "Reach Down Between Your Legs and Eat the Seed Bag."
Grease my seed bag.
Grease my seed bag because of Ian every fucking time.
Grease my seed bag. Fuck.
It's okay. I knew a guy who swore to God up and down that Skid Row's was 18 in life. Good golly.
Right.
Right. I got the hairstyle that'll never die.
That's number 3, Daughter by From Verses. Number 2 is Animal. One thing I thought was interesting about this was Eddie kept on deliberately keeping the meaning hazy, wanted the vocals mixed down in the mix. So that way listeners couldn't understand every word.
Well, that's
the producer didn't like that.
Right. I was going to talk about that.
And figured out Eddie was right and turned it back down.
So yeah, wow. The topic isn't great. Let's make him muddy.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
I looked everywhere. 40 websites. What is the song actually about?
I could not find out. I looked everywhere too. They're like, "Oh, it's not a good subject." It's like, what the fuck is it about? So I'm like, somebody's gonna have it now. Their website's gonna have it. No one doesn't talk about it anywhere.
I wanted more, and I couldn't find the answers.
I saw in some of my reading, I saw a bunch of stuff where he likes to leave stuff open for interpretation. Sometimes
he totally does. Yep. And I've seen other interviews too where he actually says that, where he goes, I don't ever, mostly if I have something that's really personal and I haven't talked about it, I'll leave it up to you to make your own meaning for it. So
I think a lot of singers do that, right? Or songwriters.
Oh yeah. The song was originally called 5 Against 1, referencing the opening lyric. The music started, like you said, as an instrumental, but it was called Weird A. That was the instrumental's name. Weird
I had a different name. Different song. Never mind.
And it was actually the riff itself was actually written around 1990 before even 10 existed. So
yeah, that was part of the 5-song demo.
Yep. So yeah, that's my number 2, Animal. Oh, and the other note I have for this too, our band played this song and we loved playing it because the interesting thing about the song when you play it live, it sounds faster than what it is.
Correct.
And I like funk, obviously, right? And I had a previous band where we'd mix rock and a little bit of funk in there. And this song has that little funk part in there. Fucking love that. And so I had to play the song because it's heavy, it's fast, right? It feels fast, but it's not really that fast. And it's got that little funk part in there. I'd rather. So fucking good, man. Fucking great song. Number 2, Animal.
Love it.
Nice.
Of course, my other CMZs, no surprise, because we already said what it was. It's Even Flow. Basic Bitch, right? Basic Bitch. I didn't think it would be number 1. I knew it might be on my list, but when I kept on listening to everything, I'm like, I love this album. I could do a top 4 from the first 3 albums, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what else I can say that, okay, there you go. This is the song right here. They did 70 plus takes of this song because Stone Gossard was not happy with every take. And to this day, Stone Gossard does not like how this song sounds on the album.
Yeah, I left that for you, brother.
Ah, thank you. He left me something. In fact, he said they played it so much they hated each other. They played it that many times. And in fact, they even tried different, not only did they play just 70 different times, but they tried different tempos, different verse lengths, different chorus lengths. I mean, they were just trying everything because Stone was not happy with it at all. So
right. There was a lot of thoughts, but they weren't quite arriving like butterflies.
Let's see. The working title for the song was actually called The King. I think I said before it's played over 950 times live. Is the fifth most played. I found this interesting. The fifth most played song, mainstream rock radio in the 2010s.
Wow.
Yeah. And I referenced it. I found that in two different spots. So
if you had said the 90s, I would have been like, oh, yeah. Fine.
That's why I wrote that down, because I wouldn't have written it down.
Right.
90s.
20 years later, 30 years later. Yeah.
Wow.
20 years later.
So suck it, Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Pickleback joins the conversation.
Exactly. Well, that's my top four. You know,
that was great.
Yeah.
I have a question before you do your closing.
Yeah.
As the guitar player,
Yeah.
and you guys please chime in. Do you have a preference over Gossard or McCready? Because I know McCready was more of one of the creatives of Mad Season. Thank you.
It's interesting you actually said, because I didn't really think about that until last week, and it's actually McCready.
Okay.
Because what I started doing is I actually started going through here. I have a subscription to Songster, and it's literally just a website that has all the music notes turned out, right? And then it has the actual music play along with it. So you can I don't ever learn songs. I play them once or twice and I'm done, right? So
Right.
So what I'll do with songs that have two different guitarists is I'll play both parts. Yeah, and it was interesting. I actually leaned towards McCready's parts. So
Right. So the follow-up question to all you guys is, okay, outside, you guys clearly love Pearl Jam. Would you guys choose a Temple of the Dog or a Mad Season over Pearl Jam, or would you take Pearl Jam over the other two options?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
I love Lane. I love Lane, but Pearl Jam.
It was just a question that came up with.
But it's easy because there's such a larger catalog versus one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah, 1 and 1 or 1 and 2. Yeah.
But even one Pearl Jam album that I really like versus either one of those compilations, it's a Pearl Jam album.
Right. Yeah.
And I think both those albums suffer for, like, I think not that then they're both very good albums, but I think one has too many hands in a cookie jar and the other one suffers from just one guy doing all the
Yeah, way too many creatives, especially Temple of the Dog. Yeah.
This has been Just Ranked. Please check us out at justrankedpod.com. We are Just Ranked Pod on just about every social media. Check us out there. Just check out the audio versions because they actually have the songs on them.
Yeah.
Check out our merch. Yeah. Check out our older episodes. There might be a couple episodes in there like, I don't really know this band or this artist. Yeah, it's a great way to dabble into maybe you like some songs. Maybe you'll watch last week's episode and you'll see exactly how many songs are horrible from 1971. But my name is Joe, and for Dink and for Jimmy and for Chris, we love you, but please.
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Edited and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.